Here we go with another short video in the Photoshop for Photographers series, and this time this is an additional one beyond the assessment items, and we'll go into this scanned image that was scanned from a photograph that one of the students had of their grandparents' wedding, and typical of many scans of that era, where the problem is a lack of contrast sometimes, or a lack of detail, or some marks on the image. A whole lot of things come into play here. Let's use a brightness contrast adjustment layer though, and I'll just hit the auto key here and just see what this does for us, just using the automatic functions. And again, the brightness contrast in CS6, in Photoshop CS6, is an awful lot more sophisticated than it was in previous versions of this program, where it was not really a tool that professionals would use much, but now it's changed a little bit in that it does certainly do a better job. And you can see how that's actually shifted the information in the histogram here. I'll just update that histogram and see how we're going. Yeah, and I'll just change it to luminosity so we can better see. So it's still not really getting any information down in the blacks there. So and we could actually change that by shifting the brightness slider here. But in fact, it's done a pretty good job just on the automatic functions there. And so I'll minimize that panel, and then the other things you might want to do on there are you could actually try, I'll switch that off and just show you the difference there. So that was the original, and that's with that adjustment done. I'll do another adjustment now with the levels and see how that's going to work out. So here we are. You remember I taught you about how you can hold down your, I'll just update this histogram here. You can hold down your Alt key or your Option key on a Mac and slide this until you start to see some color, and there it's starting to come in there. So if I let go there, you can see the massive difference that's made already. And I may want to just shift the midpoint there just to adjust that slightly, but that's pretty good now. And I'll minimize that and go back to my original layer here and just make some corrections to fix up some of the little spots here. Now the techniques we'd used in the past were using that that brush that fixes up little spots. So I just click on there and it'll fix that up. I'll just minimize this brush a bit more. Oh, got the wrong key held down. And if I click on these spots, I can go around fixing up those spots and quickly trying to repair the image. But because the scan has been scanned at a fairly low level, I'm not sure if that's a corsage or a mark on the image there. So it must have been a corsage. Because it's been scanned at a fairly low level, then the information in the image isn't that great, so you would have some problems here. But you can see how you can quickly improve an image like that. Maybe not make it perfect, but certainly improve it. So that'll do for that one.